So I was trying to figure out what to do next. And I live in the Bay Area and I saw homelessness all around me. I mean, I'd see tarps and tents, and you can't avoid it unless you live in some enclave and you never go outside. So I thought about interviewing homeless people all over the country to examine that stereotype. And I was just exhausted at the very idea because I thought, this is going to be hard. Not to mention, it's going to be difficult with follow up questions, not to mention, it'll be difficult if people are currently homeless and are maybe addicted or who knows what. People are not in great situations when they're homeless. And I more or less abandoned the idea. I also thought, although I'm not good at marketing, I thought, who would want to read a book that has nothing but unhappy endings? And moreover, who would want to publish a book that has nothing but unhappy endings? So I was mulling what to do when I met Del Seymour. And I met him in San Francisco. Here's a picture of Del Seymour. And every writer has a reader's copy that's bookmarked with all kinds of passages they read from. And he was leading a walking tour of the Tenderloin in San Francisco. I had no idea he had been homeless. I knew he'd been addicted. He'd been addicted to crack cocaine. I knew some unsavory parts about him because he was open and telling the story. And then we got to an intersection. I write about this in the preface, actually. We get to an intersection in San Francisco. And he said, see that block over there? He said, I could have gotten a PhD in sidewalks. And that expression told me three things. It told me he'd been homeless. And it told me he had a sense of humor. And it told me he had a certain way of telling a story.